Last Sunday, I woke up and didn't realize that my alarm didn't go off. And I was like already 15 minutes late for getting to church because I was going to be on the worship team that morning. And I ended up getting there a half hour late, and one of the people on the worship team who was leading was like, so we're not going to have you sing this morning, but next time you're definitely going to be singing. And I was like, okay. So I just walked away, you know, I was just like totally cool about it. And I went back into the cafe and started talking to some of my friends, and they're like, hey, why don't you just come back here with us and help us out? And I was like, okay. I went to Guatemala on a missions trip, and that was in 2010, and I'm going to Honduras this summer. And I was working the cash register, and a guy that I went to Guatemala with came up to me, and he knew that I was going to go to Honduras on a missions trip, and he asked me if I was going, and I said yes, I was for sure. And he said, how much do you have left to raise? And I said, I only have $500. You know, God has been really providing for me. And he's like, well, the rest of your trip is completely paid off. And he wrote me a check for $500, and I was so overwhelmed with how God provided for me for that entire trip. And a little later that day, one of my friends came up to me, and she was like, I really feel like God is telling me to give you the $20 for registration for the winter retreat, because God has really big things that He's gonna do for you there, and you need to go. My name is Juliana, and Jesus works.